Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Stax. I'm not rocking the GM gear today. I know a lot of people wanted to see me run it back in the suit, but in honor of revealing some news about the W, my guy Evan is rocking the W hoodie, and I gotta say, he looking swagged out. Evan, what's good, baby?
What's up, Stax? All of you who saw Stax wearing that GM outfit, we made a deal. If Stax dressed up for my MBA and my GM, I had to for this one. So it's only fair, dressed for the occasion. But today, we are going through the courtside report for the W with you live right here. And this is, of course, the mode where you can build a My Player to play out your WNBA career from rookie all the way to the GOAT of the league. Now, keep in mind, the W is only on the new gen version of NBA 2K25. And whenever we say new gen, we mean the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC versions of 2K25.
Sir. Shout out to PC being getting next gen. But anyway, we also have Twitch drops enabled. So to earn a locker code for NBA 2K25, all you have to, NBA 2K24, my bad. All you have to do is watch the stream, okay? Make sure you're locked in. If you're watching on Twitch or you're watching on YouTube, make sure you come over here. No, if you're watching on Twitter and you're watching on YouTube, make sure you come over here to Twitch. And know what I'm saying, lock in, because that's going to be the only way you can earn Twitch drops if you're watching over here on Twitch. And Evan will give everybody a quick refresher if you're unfamiliar with what we talk about.
Yep, you all know the drill at this point, but if you tune in for 90 minutes across our drop-enabled streams of the Road to NBA 2K25, you will earn a locker code in 2K24, giving you a Summit Deluxe pack in My Team with powerful cards, 60 skill boosts in My Career with 10 in each of the 6 categories, and a double XP coin in both My Career and My Team for you to use in your final weeks of 2K24. And remember, this is 90 minutes across these shows, so if you don't finish your 90 minutes today, we do have another drop-enabled stream next week for My Team, which I know many of you are waiting for. All of the Twitch drops instructions are up on a website at nba.2k.com/twitch-drops, which explains step-by-step how this works, and we will go over it again at the end of the show in case many of you have completed your 90 minutes then. Now, before we get into the W, we wanted to show these 2K25 first looks of 2 of the rising stars in the league in case you missed them yesterday on our NBA 2K socials. So, Stax, what do you think?
Hey man, I cannot complain. Super fire. I've been seeing a lot of great things said about these. There's a lot of detail that went into them. And to be honest, I think they both look really, really great. Super excited to hop in a W and play some some couch play as well, because that's another thing that I've been getting into a little bit. When the homies come through, we've been getting some W couch play in.
Definitely. Well, keep an eye on our NBA 2K social channels on Instagram and X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, because they just might be releasing a few more WNBA first looks later today. We'll see what we can do.
Yes, sir.
But for now, on to the W. We've got another courtside report video for you with Felicia from our dev team chatting with Alexis about the upgrades in NBA 2K25.
Yes, sir. And after that, make sure you guys stick around because we're going to be going through the dev blog as well and even more detail. You know how we've been doing this, man. You've been keeping up with the stream. You already know how we break things down piece by piece. But also, let's show the courtside report really quick.
Welcome back to another NBA 2K25 Courtside Report. Today, we will be diving into what's new in the W. I'm your host, Alexis Morgan, and with me today is Felicia Steenhouse, the senior producer on the W and NBA 2K25. Welcome, Felicia.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited to talk the W with you.
I'm excited to talk about the W as well. Let's talk about the WNBA season that's still going on right now. So many great games, so many good teams right now.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. I mean, Asia, Stewie, and even Nafisa Collier coming up this year. The level of competition has just been outrageous. The rookies and what they've been doing, it's just every night is an exciting battle. Last year we introduced In Pursuit of Greatness, and there you were going against one legend, but this year you're going against 23 of the greatest of all time. You're gonna play through your career and hit GOAT moments along the way, and you're gonna watch yourself rise and pass each of those legends to become the greatest of all time.
And obviously, the greatest of all time is the end goal, but how does one start their journey?
Exactly. After you create your player, the first thing that you're gonna need to do is separate yourself from this amazing rookie class. There's gonna be a heated race to Rookie of the Year, and you're gonna need to battle your way there. New this year are press conferences, and for the first time ever, your WNBA MyPlayer is gonna have a voice. After a pivotal loss, you might be reflecting and trying to build up your teammates, or an amazing performance, you might be reaching out to fans. There's a ton of new content here that people are gonna love. I am so excited for the additions to the W Online this year. To start, we have a brand new environment. When you go in to play 3-on-3, you're gonna be surrounded by giant redwoods. The environment is just alive and unlike anything you're gonna find elsewhere in the game. And if you're familiar with the W Online, you know we like to do things different there. So people are really gonna like this new environment. But if you're new, this mode is all about the community. It's about reaching a greatness that you can only get when you do it together. So every week there's a stat goal for the community to hit. And if you can hit 4 out of the 6 weeks, everybody gets rewards. And your rewards scale based on how much you contribute to that, hitting that goal. And every week along the way, you come back because there's amazing weekly rewards that you're gonna get for hitting stat goals.
What are some of the other ways this community is contributing in NBA 2K25?
From last year, we're bringing forward the Game Changers feature. So as you're contributing, if you're really putting in a lot of work and you're really contributing to the community, you're gonna get the Game Changer status. And Game Changer status, just like last year, you're gonna get exclusive in-game boosts and all kinds of rewards that are really gonna not only enhance your experience in the W, but all of your teammates as well. But this year, we've also added a mentorship feature. So if you're a game changer, you're gonna come in and have an opportunity to mentor a newer player coming in. So you're gonna give them a stat challenge and a boost to help them hit that. And if they hit that challenge, not only are they increasing their contribution to the community, but you're gonna get a boost to your contribution as well, which is really gonna help you reach those top tier rewards faster every season.
Well, I love that it's all about community, and I can't wait to join the community as well. Thank you so much for joining us today. And that's it for today's Courtside Report on the W and NBA 2K25. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much. And thank you all to the game changers out there for making 2K24 so amazing. I cannot wait to get out in the Redwood Grove with you.
We definitely can't wait, and stick back here for more NBA 2K25 Courtside Reports.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. I seen the chat talking about that new environment for the W Online. It looks beautiful, not gonna lie. I'm ready to hop on the W right now. You know what I'm saying? Get a couple games in, playing in that environment. It looks really cool.
Yep, that I think was my favorite part of that video as well. But as always, we're going to take you through the Courtside Report, and there were some quick shots in that video that we want to make sure you see, and we have the full blog as well. Now remember, one more reminder, as you've all heard many times now, this Courtside Report is about NBA 2K25 on New Gen, which is for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. Now, with this webpage up, this video and the full blog will be on the NBA 2K website, right beside all the other Courtside Reports so far, and we will put a link in the chat to this at the end of the show if you want to read through it yourself. Stax, take us through it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Evan. So now, if I heard correctly, Felicia talked about becoming the GOAT of the WNBA. Now, look, man, I really need to know what they meant by that. I want to become the GOAT of the WNBA. How do I do that, Evan?
Yep, so as you win championships and awards in your W career, you'll see your progress on these GOAT graphs that show where you're at in your career and how that stacks up against the next player on the list. So to start your career, it only makes sense that you'll be right in the middle of the current season's Rookie of the Year race. This is a screenshot from the very beginning of this person's career, and at the top, you can see that they're in tier 5 of the rankings with 0 GOAT points. They've just started out. They haven't done anything just yet. Now, this person needs 1,000 more GOAT points in order to pass Angel Reese at spot number 23. And if you go back and watch the video, you can see some of the other rankings of these 23 players in the WNBA, but I believe we're going to keep the top 5 ranked legends a secret for now, and you'll find out after NBA 2K25 comes out.
Okay. I like the mystery behind it, Evan. You're always leaving us on a little bit of a cliffhanger. Okay. Now let's talk about the press conferences a little bit. I personally enjoy doing the press conferences after games because I like to talk trash, not about my teammates, but about the other team I just went up against and dropped 50 on. So let's talk about these press conferences a little bit.
Yeah, the press conferences are one of my favorite parts of NBA 2K all the way back to when I started playing years and years ago until now. And those are now available in the W as well. So these new press conferences are voiced and actually written by Lindsay D'Arcangelo, who is a journalist that covers the WNBA in real life. So that makes sure these interviews are authentic and interactive that give you a deeper connection to your MyPlayer. The first one you get is actually right at the start of your career when you have an introductory press conference. And after that, as you play more games, after you have key moments, let's say breaking a record or winning an award like Rookie of the Year, you'll be pulled into these new interview sessions. And these can also happen after you go up against someone on the GOAT list that we just talked about. And a cool part about those is that the questions the press ask you could change depending on whether you had a good game or a bad game. Now, here's an example of a question you might get asked. It looks like this MyPlayer just broke a record and they're being asked if they've cooled off on their shooting yet. The first choice is pretty humble and you'll get more fans for selecting this one. But then the second choice says you feel like you can't miss and you'll actually get more team chemistry for this one. These press conferences are something I'm sure many of you are familiar with, but we are happy that you can now get these in the W as well and experience another part of the day in the life of a real WNBA player.
Yeah, man. Shout out to everyone that plays the W. I know you guys are excited to now have press conferences just to give it a little bit more of an authentic feeling when going through your W career. Now let's talk about the W online. Evan, we seen that new court. I'm excited to step out there on it. Let's talk about it. Let's go over it.
Exactly. So as all of you saw in that video, the W online has moved outdoors. And for the last 2 years, it's been an indoor gym, but this year you're playing in what we call the Grove, which is a court within a forest of redwood trees. It's a cool new environment, and as Felicia mentioned, very unique from anything else that you can find in NBA 2K. So hopefully you all will enjoy playing on that court.
Hey, Evan, let me tell you, man, I'm going to have to take you out there and show you how it really get down, how it really goes down on the Grove, man. The crossover, the step back, it's looking fire, man. Can't wait. Cannot wait.
Exactly. Now, some of you know the core of the W Online is the weekly community goals that require everyone to come together to accomplish them. And in 2K25, these goals can now track new stats, like the number of excellent green shot releases, or in this example that you see, tracking your A-rated teammate grades. If you contribute a lot to these community goals, you could earn what is called Game Changer status. So within Game Changers, Felicia talked about a new feature our dev team has implemented called mentorship. And this one's pretty cool. So we're gonna give you an example. You heard Felicia explain it, but we're gonna give you an example of how it might work. So let's say Stax is a game changer already, and I'm not. He's been playing the W more, I haven't just yet. And we happen to get matched up on the same team when we go into the W Online. There's a chance we could be paired up where Stax is the mentor and I'm the mentee. And in that case, I'll get a challenge. And let's say the challenge is grab 5 rebounds in this game. And because I have the lovely Stax as my mentor for this game, I'll actually get a boost to my rebounding attribute. And if I'm able to complete the challenge, I'm of course going to be contributing towards the community goals myself, and I'm having a better time. And Stax will get a boost to his community goal contributions as a thank you for mentoring me. That's if I complete my challenge. If I don't complete it, Stax doesn't get a bonus. He's got to help me out, make sure I'm getting my rebounds here. But the other cool part about this is the number of successful mentorships you complete is displayed on your player panel. So this feature is really to help foster the dedicated community in the W and make sure it's even more welcoming to new players who want to give it a try.
Evan, it seems like I'm going to be carrying you again this year.
As always.
That's what it sounds like to me. That's what it sounds like. You're letting me know and letting everybody else know. But I'm definitely going to be trying out the W this year. Super excited for it. All of the new news. I want to check out that online. I want to get out there on the court, get in those press conferences and talk trash. If you watch my YouTube videos, you already know what I'm talking about. You already know how I go down in the press conferences, man. But it's looking real fire, man. Make sure you guys go and check out the full courtside report yourself, because there's a lot of things that me and Evan didn't go too deep into detail, and the courtside report has everything in it. So make sure you go check it out, please.
Exactly. Well, before we wrap up today, in case you missed it, our NBA 2K social channels on Instagram and X have started sharing the official NBA 2K25 ratings. Not the ones that you saw floating around that were fake, but the official ones. So let's go through some of those in case you missed them. This week, they're doing the top players by specific attribute ratings. And then next week, starting August 19th, they're going to share the top 100 players in NBA 2K25, which I'm sure there's going to be a lot of debate about. But for today, first up is the three-point shot rating that was shown earlier this week. Stax, what do you think?
Now, look, man. Of course, Steph Curry is numero uno. You know what I'm saying? We got Grayson Allen, which was a surprise to some people, but not to me. You know, so we got Grayson Allen at number 2. I think he led the league in three-point percentage. Shout out to Grayson Allen. We also got KD. Now, me personally, I would have put KD at number 2 because he shoot off the dribble. He could shoot standing. Grayson Allen don't really got that off the dribble in his bag, but, you know, it is what it is. Klay Thompson and Mike Conley rounds out the top 5. If I would say I'm surprised by someone not being there, maybe Damian Lillard. So maybe I'll see Damian Lillard a little bit higher.
I can't disagree with anything you just said there. Next up, we've got the top 5 handles. And I see somebody at number 1. It should be no surprise. Stax, what do you think?
Look, easily the number 1 and number 2 spot is easily locked in. Kyrie, Steph Curry, that's a lock. But shout out to Trae Young for getting in that top 3. As you can see, he's looking a little updated on the face scan, man. He got that facial hair fully grown in now, so shout out to him. Moving forward, we also got James Harden. James Harden handles is crazy. That's all you probably see James Harden in the top 5 until he retires. And then of course we got Luka Doncic. Who you think kind of missing here, Evan? Who would you put in the top 5?
LeBron? No, I'm kidding. I'm messing with y'all. I don't know who's missing here. This list seems fine to me, at least for the current NBA. I was going to say, even if we went back and included the entire history of the league, I'm pretty sure Kyrie would still be at the top, number 1 with a 99.
Oh yeah, for
like
sure.
The best 99.
It would be Kyrie, then probably
all 99. But you know, if I'm ranking it personally, Kyrie's the number 199. So
yeah, it would be Kyrie, and then Allen Iverson, maybe Jamal Crawford at 3. Steph Curry, I don't know. When you talk about all time, you could break that down any type of way. Penny Hardaway in there as well. But anyway, from this list, maybe because I'm thinking about handles. Now, a lot of people naming Chris Paul, and of course, Chris Paul got handle of the ball, but I'm talking about like break you down, make you touch the floor type of handles. I like Darius Garland. I seen somebody in the chat bring up Darius Garland, and John Morant might be one too. John Morant. I don't know. We got to see the rest of the list. I want to see the top 5.
John's got the like explosiveness. I don't know if he has the ball handle, but yeah, you're right. I see Juice Dad says the LeBron disrespect is crazy. No, I was not disrespecting LeBron. I'm just being realistic here. You all know I love LeBron, but I could not put him in the top 5 ball handle ratings. So I'm just being fair. All right, last one is the players with the top 5 steal ratings. Stax, any surprises here?
Now this one looks almost exactly like it should. The only thing I feel like it's a couple of nicks missing here, but we ain't gonna get too deep into it. My guy Thibault is at the top of the list with number 1, 98 steal. Do not dribble around this man because he will take the ball from you. Of course, Alex Caruso, huge pickup for the Thunder. Then we got Marcus Smart, DeLon Wright, and then Dyson Daniels in the top 5. These are guys you do not want to dribble the ball in front of because it will get taken. But as the chat is saying, where's my guy Drew Holiday? See, I also, chat, you also got to remember, just because you have great on-ball defense does not mean you have great steal ability. Yep. You know what I'm saying? The two, usually it go hand in hand, but it's not always the case. Although I do think Drew Holiday do know how to get the ball from his from people he's defending. But you know, this list is pretty good as well. We can't take nothing away from the guys that made the top 5. You never know. Drew Holiday might be right there, number 6. I don't know.
Jose
Derek Wright as
Alvarado
well.
keeps coming up as well. That's
Alvarado.
another good one. So, yeah, keep
Lou
in
Dort,
mind,
yep,
these ratings update all throughout the year. That's the cool part about our ratings. As the real life NBA season is going to start in a couple months. As that goes on this year, the ratings get updated as well. So as your favorite players perform better, their ratings go up. If they have a bad month, might go down as well. So stay tuned. Our social team is releasing more of these this week. And then next week, they've got, again, the top 100 rated players in NBA 2K25. And I cannot wait to see who the top 5 is. I'm very curious. I haven't seen it yet. I'm very curious. We'll show you when we come back next week. But for now, as many of you are finishing up your Twitch Drops campaign, we wanted to give you one more reminder on how it works. So if you just completed your 90 minutes across today's and the previous 3 Road to NBA 2K25 streams, you should get a notification in Twitch that takes you to your Twitch inventory. Make sure you claim your reward in your Twitch inventory. We have to say that a bunch of times. When you go to your Twitch inventory, there's a claim button. Make sure you click that. You have to do that before you do anything else. Then after you do that, go to the NBA 2K Twitch Drops webpage, which is nba.2k.com/twitch-drops. You're going to see steps 1, 2, and 3 there. Now, we're explaining steps 1, 2, and 3 to you, but if you want to read them again yourself, you can. Scroll below that, and you're going to see a login to Twitch button. You'll want to click that. It'll take you to log into Twitch. You should already be logged in, but just in case you're not, put your username and password on Twitch, and it'll redirect you back to that website. And then that login to Twitch button will be replaced with the locker code you've earned. Again, if I talk too fast and you missed any of that, the 3 steps are detailed out on that page we just showed, which is nba.2k.com/twitch-drops. Now, let's say I see some people in the chat saying I'm at 96%, 88%, 95%. Well, Stax, what's the next stream we have coming up where they could earn drops?
Yes, sir. Let's go ahead and bring up that roadmap. The next one coming up. I know you guys are super excited, but the week of August 19th, we got My Team news, and I am excited for it. And let me tell y'all something. For the most part, I'm a lot like you guys. I don't really get the news or hear about it until the day that we're about to go live and talk about it. So I'll be just excited hearing some of these things as you guys. When it comes to My Team, it's going to be the same thing. I'm really, really, really excited to see what's going on with My Team.
I'll just say it feels like it's been only 2 days since we revealed the gameplay and pro play a couple weeks ago. And since then, I've seen all of you in the chat constantly asking for My Team news, and I told you it'd be here before you know it. And now it's going to come next week. So that's going to be our next show. Come back right here on Twitch for the My Team reveal. And I'm excited to show you all what we got. Our dev team has been working very hard on it. We'll talk about it next week. But before we go offline, we want to hear from you all on what you think about today's news. So right after we sign off, you're going to see your QR code on the screen. If you scan that, you can take a quick 2-minute survey, very short, very quick survey to let us know your thoughts on today's news in the W. And we'll also pin the link in the chat as well in case you're watching on your phone itself. That's all I got, Stax.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We appreciate everybody coming through. I'm excited for the W. Never mind. But yeah, we appreciate y'all. I know it's a lot of people right there at 99%, so I'm trying to stall just a little bit for you so you go ahead and hit that get that drop. But yeah, the week of August 19th, we got My Team. Like Evan said, we're gonna talk about those top 100 or top 5 players?
Top 100.
Do that, Evan, really quickly. Who do you think is going to be in the top 5?
LeBron, Steph, Giannis probably, Jokic for sure.
Mm-hmm.
The 5th spot is always the hardest, right? You have your big 4. Who's the 5th one? Who would you put 5th?
I could see it being Kevin Durant, maybe
True.
Jason Tatum. He's on the cover. Just one.
The chat saying Luka, SGA, lots of Luka Magic's over here. Tatum, yeah, cover athlete Tatum might crack the top 5 here. SGA, lots of SGAs and Tatum. I don't know if Wemby's up there just yet. I see a lot of y'all saying Wemby. I'm not sure if he's top 5 just yet.
Oh yeah, not yet. All I know is Jalen Brunson better be top 10. That's all
I like that, Stax. You're being realistic. Top 10 sounds reasonable. I'm glad you didn't say top 5.
10,
I thought when I gave it back to you and I said 4 and I was going to give you one more, you were for sure going to put Jalen Brunson there, but you held yourself there. I'm proud of you.
I mean, although Jalen Brunson finished top 5 in MVP voting this year, but didn't make first team All NBA, which I don't understand it. He's not quite top 5 talent just yet. Now, I'm curious about the moment it happens where LeBron slips out of the top 5. Now,
I am pretty sure
on the way, Evan. We don't know. That moment may be on the way.
The top 10 until he retires.
I might say Jalen Brunson.
I don't think he's going to stick around long enough until you'll start to not see him as an all-star. That's just how I think. But y'all know how I am. I'm somebody in the chat, Vlad Wavy says, my glorious king LeBron better be top 5. I think he will be.
Yeah, I think he will for sure be top 5. Everyone loves LeBron. I'm sure he'll be top 5.
Me and Stax are truly just guessing here. We have not seen the top rated players in 2K25 yet, so don't take any of this as the fact. We will show you them next week when we come back, but yeah, we're totally guessing here. We do not know who the top 5 is, and we'll find out with you all next week.
But with that being said, we stalled enough, man. We appreciate everybody for coming through to the stream. Remember, next week we're going over some My Team, so make sure you guys are locked in. Make sure you follow us here on Twitch if you haven't already to be notified when we do go live. Everyone watching on YouTube and Twitter or X, make sure you over here on Twitch next time if you want to participate in drops. You understand? You got to be here to participate in drops. We appreciate y'all. Any last words before we go, Evan?
Nope, I got nothing else. I'm just excited for upcoming streams. Make sure you go watch the W video again in case you missed anything. The blog, in case we went too fast. That's all going to be posted on our socials already and in the NBA 2K Discord. So go check it out.
Yo, this man Evan said, no, I don't got nothing to say, and then said a lot. But we appreciate y'all, man. Thank you so much. We're going to wrap it here. Hey, for the people that didn't finish the Twitch drop percentage yet, make sure you hit next stream next week. Be out of here, though. Peace.